Today is Monday, June 17th. It's the... I don't usually tell you what day of the year it is, but it's the 169th day of the year. How exciting is that?
It's super exciting.
On this day in 1928, Amelia Earhart became the first woman to make a transatlantic flight as a passenger.
That's the one that drove me insane.
Yeah, go ahead and reduce the importance of this monumental occasion, Jake.
Well,
she didn't pilot the flight. She did in the future.
Yeah, but
this one,
when it was included in my daughter's book of women leaders throughout history, this is the first thing that they put on the note, and I remember reading it and being like, so you were basically a flight attendant. You didn't fly the plane.
Is that kind of like the first...
Sorry, Rachel.
The first guy to scale Mount Everest?
Yeah.
He had a Sherpa with him?
Probably more than one
Who had
Sherpa.
been up and down a dozen times already?
Yeah. It's exactly the same as when people came to America and thought they had discovered it.
So they're in this...
And they're like, oh, no, we live here.
Here's the author's problem. The author is like, I just named this book 10 Great Women, and I'm trying to find the 10th.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. You're going to have to cast a wide net.
I got Harriet Tubman.
Yep.
I got Rosa Parks.
See, the other it was funny, too, because they included Hillary.
Geraldine Ferraro.
They included Hillary.
Ferraro.
And I was like, yeah, most known for losing the most winnable election of all time.
Yeah, even Biden.
Your fuck-ups resulted in Donald Trump?
They hated you more than him.
Yeah, how is that possible? And that was in the book. It's like, she ran for president. I'm like, well, that didn't go well at all.
I'd have put Monica Lewinsky in there.
You should.
Relationship to MIT.
For saving that dress. On this day in 1994, after...
Also, it's funny that Amelia Earhart died because she got lost.
Oh, is that right?
It's pretty much
like
true.
She wouldn't ask for directions? On this day in 1994, after leading police on a slow chase on Southern California freeways, OJ Simpson was arrested and charged with murder in the slayings of his ex-wife Nicole and her friend, Ronald Goldman.
That was a day-long ordeal, even after he got back to Rockingham. It took him like 3 hours to get out of the fucking car.
Yeah.
But
me and Marcus Allen went over to see Nicole.
He was found not guilty, so...
Blake.
It's true.
What?
He was found not guilty. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
How are you failing me on...
Have you done a tour of that area before, Jake?
I have not.
I was curious if you ever walked over in those neighborhoods. Now, did they tear down Nicole's house, or is it still there?
Oh, yeah. I wonder how you haven't been there.
I'm pretty sure they tore it. They because we did see it on the TMZ tour. The dreaded TMZ tour that
it was great.
Went on, but yeah.
On this day in the year 2000, I tried to do a Conan real quick.
I feel like you killed it. You absolutely killed it.
Chuck Knobloch of the Yankees.
Whew, I know where this is headed.
Had a wild throw, his 13th error of the season. He had the yips. Something happened to him. But it went into the stands over the dugout and hit Keith Olbermann's mom in the face.
It's a really funny historical Mad Lib that has always tickled me a little bit. Because I don't really want to hit anybody's mom in the face with a baseball. But if there were a list of people, Keith Olbermann would be on it.
See, that's your moral failing right there.
Or Hitler.
I would hit Keith Olbermann's mom in the face with a baseball before Hitler's mom.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. Not a fan.
Famous wedding on this day in 1977. Joe Biden married Dr. Jill Jacobs. I don't know if she was a doctor. She was 26.
No,
he was
she's
34.
Still not.
That's in play. That's totally fine.
She was 26?
Yeah.
He's 34.
He was 34.
Yuck.
He's a good man. He's just dying in public.
On this, see, today's birthdays. Amari Cooper is 30.
30? That just feels like, dude, he's been around forever. Like, when they moved on from him, he was 27.
Drafted at the age of 15.
No, I think you've exaggerated the story just a little bit, but you're on the right track.
Former Mav Popeye Jones, 54.
Big fan as a kid.
Isn't his son NHL player?
He is, Seth Jones. Yeah. Who?
Former Indian Joe Charbonneau is 69.
Do you have a history?
He was Rookie of the Year when I was a little kid. And he was wild. The big thing with him was he could open a beer bottle with his eye socket.
Golly.
Somehow that's extremely Cleveland, even though I imagine this person is not from Cleveland. They just...
And I think he was out of the game within a couple of years.
No way.
And in fact, he was a minor league player for the Buffalo Bisons when they filmed the movie The Natural.
Okay.
And he was one of Robert Redford's teammates.
Those are some super good facts.
You're going to impress a lot of people at parties this week, Dan.
Venus Williams is 44. She's the not hot Williams sister.
Not true.
Barry Manilow is 81.
Don't get it. Never got it.
Newt Gingrich is 81.
Divorced. It's on the list already, Blake, so you don't have to worry about it.
Still like to read it.
He disputes this, but the report was that this is a fun one for you.
I love this one.
He informed his wife that he would be leaving her at the hospital while she was dealing with cancer. So he went to the hospital to tell her, like, hey, doesn't look like this thing's turning around on you. So I'm going to get out now, and I want you to know. Which is a real dick move.
I was going to say, though, that he went to the hospital that's something good. Let's go silver lining.
Dan's more of a glass half full guy.
He could have
also,
just
always
written her a
has
note.
been.
And what's she going to do if she gets mad? She's not going to chase after you.
No, I think she was in poor health at the time, Danny. Yep.
She'd have to carry that rack with her.
Should he have just cheated on her and not forced her? Okay.
100%. He should have just done whatever he was going to do anyways. And then...
Yeah, why go through telling her?
Yeah. So
Plus
she
the
could die
attorney
sad.
fees.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
bad move, Newt.
Thank you. I convinced you that Newt Gingrich might be a bad guy.
Yeah, just because it's just not logical. Joe Piscopo is 73. John Grease is 67. He is Uncle Rico.
Wow. Not much else.
He's been in a million things.
For real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You're
was
right.
in-
what was
I
the,
actually remember looking this up somewhat
It's the
recently.
damn show that's been really popular recently that he was in.
Oh,
White Lotus.
White Lotus, yeah.
Yeah.
Great. That's a fun show, Jake.
I've seen it. I've actually that is one I actually did watch. Trucking through the bear right now too, buddy. I'm loving it.
Oh, you're going season 2, huh?
Yeah. I'm loving it.
Where you at?
Midway.
Okay.
I think the guy in the Godfather show I'm watching, The
Miles
Offer,
Teller?
the lead guy kind of has a face like the lead guy in The Bear, kind of a smushy,
Yeah,
like a little bit of a smush face.
I do agree with you that in general there are like 10 types of faces for each race.
Please expound. Take all the time you need.
Pay attention and you'll know what I mean. For each race, there's like 10 different, I see people sometimes and I'm like, that guy looks like Blake. He doesn't really look like Blake. He just has the same type of face as Blake. Or Dan. Or me. And I think it happens with women too. Now that this information is out there in the world, you're all going to be hearing a lot more and more about it in the coming days and weeks. But you're basically describing what I'm talking about. Miles Teller and Jeremy whatever don't really look alike, but they have like a similar face.
Right. They both, yes.
So there's something to what I'm saying. Like Danny and I kind of have the same general structure of face.
I mean, look, there's only so many options unless you're deformed. There's 2 eyes. There's a nose.
Yeah, see.
There's a mouth.
You got to look at these 2 actors
Ears.
side by side and you'll understand.
Eventually, you're going to get some similarities because there's probably a finite number of ways you can configure these things
Did you see the
before you start seeing redundancies, right, Jake?
Yes, and I'm the one who's brave enough to have pointed that out.
You're almost saying that there's like 10 different templates, though.
Yes, that's
Like
exactly
there's 10
what
stamps.
Yes.
like building a house?
Yes.
Like, did you see the chick online that looks exactly like Russell Westbrook?
No.
Did anybody see that?
No.
Search it. Girl Russell Westbrook. You're going to go nuts.
Sure I will.
Nuts.
I can't wait to watch. You are. And I'm saying that for Blake, the guy who doesn't go nuts over anything.
Thank you.
Bobby Farrelly is 66 of the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Hayden Church is 64.
From Sideways.
Yeah.
Seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, he does.
Greg Kinnear is 61 from The Soup or Talk Soup.
He did that show?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Was he the first to do it?
He might have been the Ridge.
The OG.
Will Forte is 54.
Hilarious.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, 37.
Damn.
Remember when you introduced me to him, Jake?
That's right.
I was like, oh my God, this is amazing.
My daughter's really into, I think I told you guys this, but she's really into They Not Like Us. It's like her favorite song right now. It's not that interesting of a note, really. Probably just move on.
Take it, Dan.
I'm searching for the female Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I couldn't
but,
find her either.
Try on Twitter. There you go, yeah.
Holy shit.
Did I say it? Are you going nuts, Blake?
Yeah, she looks like she could brick a couple threes on you.
This lady just wrecked my team's cap sheet.
She looks exactly like Russell Westbrook.
What's going on with her?
Okay.
Okay.
It is?
Good.
That was?
I don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
man.
it has to be. That was too much.
Dan got
She's
ball
real.
sacked.
I'm just very glad.
Don't give me the original.
Oh, come on.
She's white.
It's just-
How did I do that?
She
Damn
looks
it.
nothing like Russell Westbrook.
Nope.
There's
Damn it. I got
Dude.
ball sacked.
Dude, who sits down and sees this
Listen.
video and says, let me make her into Russell Westbrook?
Listen, I'm worried about myself. I'm worried about where society is headed when it comes to my daughters, but I am real worried about him.
who, Dan?
Yeah. Like if we're
The mustache.
awesome.
on.
if we're gonna keep working together for the next handful of years, like
I've been ball sacked less than you lately.
that is okay. Lately, you might have make the window small enough, but this stuff, this deepfake stuff, this AI stuff, I think you're in trouble.
You could see the cheekbones, though. Yeah, you could see where somebody originally thought.
Okay,
it.
but Jake, let's go back to step one when he thought the Brady Jugs video was real.
Dude,
Or the Brady
it's
hole
Tom
in one.
Brady.
Okay,
It's
can
not
do
that it was
anything.
Tom Brady. It's that it's a jugs machine. It doesn't work backwards. It
You guys
can't
don't even
fire
know
a
how to
Have a
football.
reverse switch.
He's so accurate. And how about this for some full circle? Jerry Falwell Jr. is 62.
Had a
Does he have a
tough-
Kempspin? Moral. He had some moral failings.
yeah.
Yeah, quite a few. Manny. Wasn't his name Manny, the pool boy?
That sounds right.
Born on this day, now dead, Art Bell.
Don't doubt me. Oh, man.
He was ahead of his time, wasn't he?
Great. I've read a book of his. I used to listen to him all the time driving back and forth from San Marcos. He moved to like Manila. Is that right, Video Man? Okay. But he was doing a show from like the Philippines or something at some point.
What, to escape the feds?
I mean, he would definitely sell it that way of like, I know too much. I've got to leave the United States.
And you were like, oh, man.
Fuck, he does know a lot, so that makes sense.
This checks out.
His show is so good, man. So
You could
good.
just sit
Such-
there by
I'm
himself
sad I was
the-
never a listener.
and talk.
The theater of, oh, God, it was good.
Also born on this day, now dead, George Cormack. He invented Wheaties.
Pretty
Ruth Wakefield.
spare,
She
if I'm being
invented
honest. Yeah.
the first chocolate chip cookie. It says here. Ruth Wakefield.
Okay.
Didn't both of those things exist independently?
Yeah.
Ruth is on one again. She's putting chocolate chips and cookies now.
Yeah. Like what?
Lost her damn mind.
And Otto Hitler. He is Adolf's brother.
Who I would not hit with a baseball.
Died on this day, still dead.
Oh, I forgot Rachel's a member of the tribe, and that's why
Yeah.
all of this
You
is
chose
landed.
Keith Olbermann's.
Keith Olbermann is a
Mom.
bad person. But for Rachel, I would hit Hitler's mom with a baseball instead of his mom.
You've really changed your tune in about 15 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it goes. Forget who you're around sometimes.
Died on this day,
The women
still
jokes
dead.
all still stay.
In 1631, Mumtaz Mahal, the Taj Mahal named after her. She died during childbirth. She was 38 years old. She was delivering her 14th child.
That was a really weird sequence of things when you said she died during childbirth. She was 38 years old. I was like thinking that she had gestated. How does someone die during childbirth despite being 38?
14th?
Yeah, I'd be like, I'm done.
Trying to
But
do the math here. When did you
I don't
start?
think I ever knew that was named after anyone. That's interesting.
Her death was ruled as a suicide.
I'm out. You're just like, I'm out.
Died on this day in 2015, John David Crow, the Aggie great.
Mm-hmm.
So they say. I'm sure he never played against the black man.
It's unlikely.
Died on this day in 2012, Rodney King. Died on this day in
Swimming
2016, Ron Lester. You ever been beaten down by him?
I have, and it was one of those moments. It's probably very similar to Mel Hall with you, outside of the pedo stuff, where you would be blown away that you could meet this person as an adult, and then they won't stop talking to you, and you just want to get away from them because he was Billy Bob from Varsity Blues. I don't know why I said it weird like that. From Varsity
Billy
Blues.
Bob.
Billy Bob.
From Varsity Blues.
From Varsity Blues, and he did a screen. We had him in studio, and then he did a screening for his movie, for Varsity Blues and his movie, which I believe he termed a faith-based racing action comedy. And then he did a Q&A afterward, and it was very clear that the only people in the audience who were asking questions were friends that he had brought, which was
I have no idea who this dude is.
Billy Bob. You never seen Varsity Blues?
No.
You would love it.
Oh, man.
You mean Varsity Blues?
Growing up where you grew up,
Varsity Blues.
playing a little 1A ball,
Mm-hmm.
you would love it.
Is James Vanderbeek in it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll definitely will watch it then.
It's
He's a
it's a
snack.
great movie.
He's
Oh.
a middle-aged snack.
Paul Walker's in it.
And finally died on this day died on this day, still dead. It's Eugene Weldman. So he was the last person to be publicly guillotined
Holy.
in
I
France.
think that was filmed too.
In what year was...
Well, Danny just gave a hint,
Oh,
so that might have been...
he ruined it.
I would have said, like, 1900.
Okay. Yeah, I would have thought early 1800s.
No, I think it was.
Because it feels like they're more progressive over there. Like they were ending slavery earlier than us.
Yeah, but they created that thing, though.
Mm-hmm.
The guillotine.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
1931.
Blake, you want to play?
It's a fun game.
It's not really.
There's
especially-
prizes.
It's 1939, actually.
Okay.
Did you guys start House of Dragon?
Yes. Yes.
Did you do it? The other one?
What do you mean?
Dragon 2, whatever. House of Dragon.
House of the Dragon.
Yes, I watched season 1 of Dragon 2.
I rewatched season 1.
Like, I feel like it's
over
just
3
too
days.
much. Too much Dragon.
No,
Yeah,
no, this is good.
This one's hitting, dude.
It's really good. Did you rewatch season 1 to get caught up?
I read.
Okay.
Like, I just read some stuff,
like
and
2 weekends ago, I just took the time.
yeah.
I got a
it's-
lot of free time. Rolled through
That's what I've heard.
10 episodes of the first season. And so last
Dragon
night I
2.
was primed. This thing is going to be insane.
Yeah. It's got the potential to be as good as the best seasons of Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
It's just kind of weird because they like shifted time a little bit. Anyways,
Has it got that hot Khaleesi in it or whatever her name is?
no.
Different Khaleesi's now.
Yeah.
Are they hot?
What do you think?
They must be, or else you guys aren't watching it.
Well, the weird thing too is they
You're not watching
had
a Root Khaleesi.
they had the new Khaleesi they had on there last night actually looked exactly like Russell Westbrook.
And that was Today in History.
Just dividing the Red Keep with bad chemistry.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's fake. I'm like, gosh, that does look just like him.
Well, yeah, it does.
Because it's him.